Hey guys, it's Forsaken Reality here with the sixth part for the Survival Game Kit and Multiplayer System version 2 integration. And in this one we're going to be looking into the grenade throwing so that our grenades actually throw straight. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to show you how to set up your head animations so that they're more smooth. A lot of animations you can do this with, but there's a few such as the jumping, which it's just really hard to get the head animation out of there from keying in frames in Unreal Engine. And the way multiplayer system works is by having animations with minimal head movement. So we're going to use some layer blend per bone to set up our jump animation so the head animations are more smooth. So basically when we're finished, this will be our outcome. That's our jump and idle. Pick up a weapon. That's our jump. If you want the arm motion, then you're going to need some actual animations that aim forward and stuff like that for actual jumping. And you can also mess around with the blending yourself and see if you can get a better outcome. I know that there's ways that you can get the head animation going a little better than what I have it, and I might, if I come across any, I'll upload a video on that one. But this is what we have for now. Since multiplayer system uses minimal head movements, that's what we're going to go with for this system. So here's the head grenade button. There's still a little bit of head movement, but you'll notice that your grenade's throwing straight. There's also the frag throwing grenade in multiplayer system itself. If you look at it, there's not very much head movement itself. And you just want to set that up the same way you have this one set up, basically. You want to look through how Survival Game Kit sets up the grenade throwing, and then you want to set that up so it goes in loops, and then releases. There's nothing different about that than default Survival Game Kit. We never changed anything there. So Diffuse would be able to help you out with if you had any issues with specifically setting up a new grenade throwing animation. You'd probably want to ask him about that. But for now, we're just going to use the frag throw. So first of all, I'm just going to drag this out of my project. So now we have our main project here. And first thing we're going to do is go and search for the frag or the grenade animations. And we're going to look, instead of going into the montage, we're going to go into the throw and hold, and we're going to want to adjust our head animation. So I'm going to pause and make sure you're on frame 0%. And you just want to grab your head and straighten it up some. You can also click off this if you want to have a more precise adjustment. Or wrong one, sorry. This one right here for the rotation. And then you're not getting in between them, so now you just set that like that. Let's turn these back on. And then you want to click key and apply. Make sure it's on the first one. You'll notice the head is more straight now. It's going to go in and pick up a grenade. You'll notice that it'll go off for the start and the finish, but this one's now locked in straight when we're holding our button, but it's still throwing over there because the release and the throw are still in the incorrect spot. You'll notice the head swinging sideways there, and we don't want that. So we're going to continue using this animation. It's going to key in and apply the 0 frame there. That's like, because since this is a moving animation, I want the original position, so that's why I keyed applied that without moving anything. Then I just rotate the head sideways some, key and apply. And then go to the very end of the animation, rotate, straighten up the head, key and apply. a little bit of head motion in there, but you can adjust that out as you adjust your animations and make them more precise, starting it right here and ending it at the exact same point, basically. Now when we go in and start, pick up a grenade. Start seems to go off to the side some. I'm just gonna look at mine to see exactly where I have my head position, see if I can get it a little better. Just gonna remove this to restart it. Just gonna test out going to the very end without keying in the original frame. Set the head rotation, key and apply. Yeah, that's why you need to key in your first frame. Basically, it's just getting the positioning right so it's not out of place. So it's off to the when you're throwing it, he's looking to the. Just gonna check it one more time. He's looking to the left, so I'm gonna want to move the head more to the right here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna snap it 10 more, maybe 5. You can go into here and click for your rotation 5 degrees. -5. Can apply. Yeah, that's basically how you would do that. You could also just use the multiplayer system that's already set up for actual animations. This is just how you would remove some head motion out of this one. I had it looking better in mine. I don't. Maybe I went an extra 10 on there in the beginning, so I just added another 5 to the rotation. Just trying to see if I can get that adjusted properly. These to a nice point. So I'm just going to actually manually adjust it by grabbing this pin. Bringing it down to there. And it won't let me move it to the end of the animation. Oops. It's going to grab the value of the end of the animation from this one. paste that in there. And for this one, set this to 20. And for this one, set to 0. Just making sure I have them all the way I wanted them. See if that adjusts it the way we wanted. It's more precisely those exact points the way that I had it, and I believe that should get it. It's a little closer, but yeah, you'd see that the end one we haven't adjusted yet, but the starting one, did want to do some more adjustments to get the heads in the correct position between the animations, or you just want to use the multiplayer system animation. And for the release, so there's a lot of head movement in here. Can't apply that. And just move that over so it's adjusted like that. Not too much movement in there, I don't think. Now we'll just test it out, and we should have some better animations with less head movement for throwing our grenade. And that's a little bit of a snap there. See if I can figure out exactly where the snap is. It's a bit of a little one right there that you want to adjust, so we're just throwing it off to the side still. Come back 5. And this was a lot easier when I was setting it up in mine. I just happened to get some nice rotations and adjustments right away. And I will just go into my release one on here. I'm just going to edit selected curves. I make the exact changes I made on this one and to the other one. This is -10. It should be somewhere around 0. Right there. And I just messed up there. I said I always want to make sure you're at the beginning of your animation frame when you're doing stuff like that, or you're in the position that you need to be. And actually I didn't, because I'm actually adjusting the actual values. So, yeah, basically you want, it takes a little bit of time to get the proper head motion out of there, and there's a little bit of a snap to the left when he throws his grenade. You can kind of see it in the animation, but it takes a little while, basically. I guess at the very end, there's that snap. Yeah, basically, you want to mess around with that. You can try different rotations, and you can get that more precise. But I'd honestly suggest using the multiplayer system one and learning how to set up your own grenade animation using the way that it's set up in Survival Game Kit. Now we're going to go, but I guess that's how you would remove head motion and other animations. You do similar, and you can get a lot of the head motion out of basically any third-person animation. But jumps I found were not that great for it. So we want, actually before I do that, I'm going to set up our grenade locomotion. So you want to open up your grenade. You'll notice that when you're walking with your grenade, you're a little wobble-headed. Yeah, in here basically we want to just gonna open up the full editor or in my grenade blueprint. I'm gonna scroll down to animations, and we're gonna get our animations from our multiplayer system. So your frag idle, copy that. And I'm also going to use that for movement because it's just for upper body. So now we're moving. You can keep that other one if you don't want your frag on the screen the whole time. But if you want that during your movements, then you put the idle there, and other things will handle the lower body. Like a frag idle here. And also for upper body control. I believe that would work for our crouch. I'll double check it. Get rid of our idles with all these idles. Leave all our crouched movement alone. Idle. Release. Actually, that's first person and arms. We don't actually need to do that. We're going to delete those. Okay. So now just to test that out. You know, you have a lot of wobble even in your idle screen when you're jumping. I mean, your idle animations. And now we have our grenade on the screen. There's still a bit of that jittering, but that can be adjusted by adjusting your animation or setting up a proper animation from multiplayer system. Yeah, it does have one. You'd want to take it and the frag throw. You want to break it down into 3 parts like you do on Survival Game Kit, and then combine it or set it up however you'd want to. Okay, so now we're just going to deal with our jumping. So the first thing we're going to want to deal with in our jumping is we're going to go into our animation blueprint here. And go to our anim graph right here. And we're going to deal with our upper body jump first. So I'm going to go to your upper body jump start. Make some room right here. We can layered blend per bone. And this will be our base pose. And for this one, we're going to blend from Final one. Blend depth of 3. Put these on. We're going to get our holdable animations. 1. Copy this. Paste it in. And from here, we're in our upper body. So now we're going to get our upper body animations. Drag out, break. Combat animations, break. And we're also going to want a sequence. I'm just going to quickly copy this one and paste it in here, over here. Plug that into the idle. Plug that in right there. And I'm just going to put these on this like this so it looks a little neater. And now it's getting the holdable animation and it's blending between the idle and the jump animation. I'm just going to Control C or right click and copy all that, either or. And then I'm going to go to my jump loop. Drag out. Paste it in. That for our base pose, compile it, and save. And upper body, jump end. And this one's going to be basically the same, but we're going to do something different to the layer blend per bone, so we have some more smooth landing animation. So we just paste that in again. Come in here. And get our neck O1 instead of our spinal one. And from there, that should be our, that's not finished yet, but you'll see that we'll have a smoother jump animation. We're not holding anything, and we're holding, so let's see how it looks. And there's that. Smooth head movement. You notice your arm animations are wrong, but that's because the animation's just not made. Literally, it's just not made for first person, so it doesn't have, the arm movement just doesn't look good, no matter how you really get it. So you're going to want to get another jump animation, to be honest. But like it works. You can jump and it doesn't like alter your vision. You're not getting all distorted like this anymore when you jump. Like so your head's a spring. So you can see where you're going, basically. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this episode. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to see more, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm uploading videos all the time, and there's some pretty helpful videos on there that'll teach you a lot of things if you take the time to dig into them and you're interested in learning. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section below or join my community Discord using the link in the description. Thanks, and I'll see you all in the next episode.